Hello and welcome to Abundant Life TV. This is your coach, Aya Fubara-Nelly, and we've got a great one for you today. So part of my background is I happen to be the mother of 5 amazing children. They are my life, my joy, absolutely have helped me to figure out who I am and to grow. And a lot of the choices I make in life are really based on what kind of person I want to be for them, what kind of legacy I want to leave for them and for the world. And so one of the exercises that I started to do, just being very intentional about how I'm parenting and what I'm sowing into my children, because I obviously want to nurture them. I want to bring out the best that's in them. I want them to feel like truly they can accomplish whatever they are able to dream of, right? So one of the exercises that I do that I strongly recommend that you do first with yourself, get the hang of it, and then start to do with your loved ones. And you can do this not just with children, but even with a significant other. It's an exercise called the mirror exercise. So this has evolved over time. I'm sure this is not, something that I created, because really, let's be honest, there's absolutely nothing new under the sun. Okay, so I know that if you Google this, you're going to find it in different variations, but this is how this has evolved for me. Years ago, as a college student, I was reading a book by Alice Walker called In Search of Our Mother's Gardens. And what that book did for me was it really caused me to look inwards and to really ask, who am I and who do I want to be and what is great about me? What do I love about myself? How do I nurture the things that I like about myself? How do I make myself more into who I want to be, right? So if I see that there's certain traits that I have that I really want to develop. And there was a particular part of that book that caused me to, right as I was reading the book, to go stand in front of the mirror and to really look at myself, not the way we typically do in front of mirrors, where you're looking at flaws. Oh my gosh, did I pluck my eyebrows, or, do I have a gap between my teeth, or what shape is my nose or my cheekbones? Those kind of things. Is my hair out of place? Not that kind of looking in the mirror, but it was really like a soul searching. And it was really about appreciating everything about me. Like, geez, I'm glad I have eyebrows, and I'm glad I have a nose that works, right? And I'm glad that I have these lips and this tongue that allows me to taste. And I'm just appreciative of my physical features, but let me also go inward and be appreciative of what's on the inside that people don't necessarily see. And really even taking the time to acknowledge it for myself. So the fact that, yes, I do cry in movies, the fact that I can meet someone and hear their story and feel it at my core. The fact that I love to help people. The fact that I am driven and that I am so loyal. You absolutely want me on your team, because I will go to bat for those that I love, for those that I care for, that I'm passionate about issues, right? That I don't just go through life just kind of que sera, sera. I have a piece about me, but I also know that I need to stand up for what I believe is right. And so just taking the time to acknowledge those things. And in that moment, that day, I looked in the mirror, I looked myself in the eyes, and I said, I appreciate you. And I just started crying, because how many times do we love ourselves that way, right? We're always looking for that person, that boo, that, bae, or that external thing that's going to come and validate us. But when do we take time to validate ourselves? So that's when the mirror exercise started for me. I realized how good I felt about it, and I was like, I want to do this more. Not from a narcissistic perspective, but really, so just like you tend a plant, you prune off what isn't, good, and you fertilize and you water and you stake if you need to. The same thing. How do I nurture myself so I can be my best me? So as I started to have children, I decided, well, if this works for me, this surely is going to work for my children. And initially what I would do is just put them in front of the mirror and I would stand behind them and I would just try to coach them through seeing themselves, especially if they were dealing with some hardship or something happened at school or someone hurt their feelings and they were now internalizing that negativity. I wanted to teach them how to look themselves in their own eyes and to speak their own truth and to discard that which is not true of them. And but there were times when, nonetheless, they would struggle. Like they would look in the mirror and they would still be coming up with negative things. And so then I switched up this mirror exercise a little bit. And what I started to do was I became their mirror. So we would sit face to face, right, really close, intimate, right, looking into each other's eyes, which is really uncomfortable sometimes for people. And I would speak to them what I see in them. And I'm basically transferring that positive energy that, because I'm not going to lie to them. I only speak that which I can say truthfully. And I literally would just see my children, especially if they had started in kind of like a deflated state, I could actually see them like chest, like rising up, them taking in deeper breaths, head now held up high, like truly, like almost like inflating a balloon. Like you could just really see them like taking in all that positivity. And then I taught them how to mirror it back to me. And so they would look me in the eye and then they would say something positive too, that they see in me, something that they want to build up in me. And it's such a powerful exercise. So I just wanted to share with you guys, as we do every single week, yet another success strategy for you. Listen, life can be beautiful, but we have to choose to embrace the beauty in life. And this is just one more tool you can use for yourself, by yourself, or you can use with your loved ones. I'm so glad you joined us again today. Please subscribe to our channel. And of course, share the great news with everyone else. And we look forward to your comments and we look forward to seeing you next time. We enjoy filming on location. If you would like us to visit your establishment for our next segments, contact me today at info@ayaanelli.com. That's info@ayaeneli.com. And we just might see you.